Alright, what it do, YouTube? Today we got a video from Jimmy High Roller, one of the best YouTubers on this platform, you feel me? Today we about to watch, he got a video, number 42 on trending. We about to see how did the NBA let this happen. Let's get right into it.
Let's get to it.
Okay, it's been about a month since the last NBA game was concluded in the NBA bubble. And now that we've had some time to really think about what unfolded last season, let's take a look at some of the more memorable moments of the 2019-2020 NBA season. Never mind, the NBA made an executive decision to start the season in 5 weeks, so here we go.
What?
These boys just got off the court. These boys haven't played in months. So, how is the NBA going to make its return for the 2020-2021 season, and who exactly will benefit from this unorthodox comeback? Well, for starters, the league announced last week that this upcoming season will be starting on December 22nd with a 72-game season and no fans in attendance. After losing $1.5 billion in revenue last season due to COVID-related restrictions, the NBA is approaching its 2021 season with caution. The league is currently trying to figure out how to generate the most revenue possible while still keeping everyone safe and following all protocols. Current projections suggest that if the NBA is unable to bring back fans for the entire 2021 season, which seems to be the case at the moment, the league will be facing a $4 billion loss in revenue. That's billion with a B. And you don't need to be an expert in finances to understand the implications that this will have on the salary cap, free agency, the luxury tax, and just about every other facet of the league. The alternative schedule, which seems less likely with each passing day, would have the NBA starting in mid-January and ending late into the summer, which means the league would be competing with the Summer Olympics, college football, the NFL, and potentially the MLB. And up to this point, trying to compete with the NFL for viewers' attention has been a massive wake-up call for the NBA. I mean, it's bad. As much as I love the NBA, the league just cannot compete with the NFL in terms of viewers. Game 6 of the finals this season, a win or go home, all or nothing, last game of the season, fell on a Sunday. And that same
It just snapped though.
Sunday, every single nationally televised NFL game drew in far more views than the NBA Finals. In fact, since the NBA began keeping track of viewership on a game-to-game basis in the 80s, the 5 least watched finals games all came this season. Averaging just under 7.5 million viewers per game doesn't sound all that bad. Until you consider the fact that in 1998, the Bulls vs. Jazz Finals series averaged 29 million viewers per game. So, to put it short, the NBA will do everything in its power to avoid coinciding with the NFL season. Thus, they have all the more incentive to push for a December start date as opposed to a later one. But even after $1.5 billion in revenue loss last season, the league is still, believe it or not, thriving. Last season, despite all the major obstacles the NBA had to overcome, the league still generated $8.3 billion, twice as much as it did just 9 years ago. The league has rapidly expanded over the last 5 years thanks to Adam Silver and league executives making huge efforts to spread the NBA's reach around the globe. So, if you've ever wondered why players like Nicholas Batum, Chandler Parsons, and Otto Porter are making more money than a prime Kobe Bryant, it's because the league as a whole is making vastly more money than it did 13 years ago. And yes, Kobe's salary is adjusted for inflation. Before factoring inflation, this entire chart is just painful to look at. But the start date of December 22nd is far more important than you may think. If you are a fan of the NBA, then you know that there are specific must-watch days throughout the NBA season. Opening Day, the All-Star Game, the Finals, and of course, Christmas Day. Some of the most memorable moments in league history took place on Christmas, and fans are always ready to tune in on this special day. In 2015,
Alright, we back. Look, oh shit. We back, little
Cavaliers versus Warriors Christmas game drew in over 11 million viewers. In comparison, the average regular season game that season attracted about 2 million viewers. In fact, Christmas Day games in 2011 drew on average more viewers than Game 3 of the finals this season. Now, take a wild guess at when the 2011 NBA season started. Bingo. The most lucrative day in regular season history was on Christmas Day in 2011, which was also opening day that season due to the lockout. The NBA knows if they miss this day, they are potentially missing out on the most exciting and profitable day of the entire season, and the league will do everything in its power to get the season going by this date. But with interest and ratings for the NBA plummeting last season, many critics are skeptical that the league will be capable of returning to a somewhat normal and profitable season. In fact, many critics believe that the NBA, for many illegitimate reasons, was the only sport to suffer a huge hit from COVID. But this was far from the case.
Not another fucking.
The NHL Stanley Cup saw a drop of 61% in viewership last season. The US Open was down 56% from last year. The MLB saw a drop of as much as 44% in viewership compared to the previous season. Here's a graphic showing how nearly every major American sport has seen a massive drop in viewership this last year. Every sport has suffered from not only COVID, but from the election and from odd schedules that fans are still adjusting to. So, with the league returning just 10 weeks after the conclusion of the finals, how will teams and players have to adjust, and who exactly benefits from this extremely unusual circumstance? Well, teams that made deep run in the playoffs last season are basically getting shafted, and some players are not happy about it. Most off-seasons last about 120 days, which means by the time the season starts on December 22nd, half of the league will already have a full off-season under their belt. And the bottom 6 teams
What'd you think?
Yeah.
Huh? Yeah, what?
The longest or shortest offseason in the NBA.
No, I'm talking about the video, not this little picture. He's still explaining this.
I mean, I guess it's informative, but like that bit not really entertaining right now. He not really. He's talking about how NBA took a hit from COVID, but like.
How the NBA let that happen?
We'll have not
man.
seen an NBA game in 9 months, or about 2.5 off seasons worth of days. Even more startling is how long it's been since we've seen some NBA stars. By the time the season returns, it'll have been over a year and a half since we last saw Kevin Durant
I
and
just think, bro, it's funny how you be throwing in that music in the back, man, trying to get you. He threw that music in there to try to keep you like hooked on that. What he's saying, bro.
Thompson play. Karl Anthony Towns will be back after not playing for over 10 months. Kyrie Irving will be back after nearly 11 months. Blake Griffin will make his return after an entire year of not playing.
Come on now.
And then there's the king
KD's
of hiatus,
back. Clay, he's gone for
the
another
emperor
year.
of the
Clay,
offseason,
Clay,
the mogul
the
of
fuck
missed
you
time,
doing, man?
my man John
Fuck
Wall,
Clay.
who went
What?
from an
Look at Clay.
NBA
I mean, look at
All-Star
John Wall.
to not playing an
Wait, what happened
NBA
to John Wall?
game for 2 whole years.
What happened to John Wall?
2
He got some
years.
type of injury.
Keep in
He's
mind,
back
the
this year.
average NBA offseason lasts just 120 days. These guys are basically coming out of a brief retirement.
Damn.
Meanwhile, the Heat, the Lakers, and a 35-year-old LeBron are forced to bounce back from a prolonged season in just 72 days. Well, at least for LeBron, not really. Since LeBron has came out and said that with the season starting so soon, he will be, quote, cherry-picking the whole first half of the season. Of course, this was said jokingly, but shoot, I ain't mad at him. Can you imagine if, let's say, Michael Jordan said that he would take some time off to recoup and reset after years of long seasons? Oh, that's right. But seriously, teams like the Lakers, Heat, Celtics, and Nuggets, as well as other teams that made deep runs in the playoffs last season, are really getting the short end of the stick here. How will a early season matchup featuring a tired Lakers team versus a rejuvenated Warriors team with a fresh Stephen Curry and a well-rested and recovered Klay Thompson play out? How will the Miami Heat hold up in January against a Nets team that has 2 superstars with fresh legs and a hunger to reclaim greatness? These are all completely new and unforeseen circumstances that may change the landscape of the 2021 season. One of the lesser discussed aspects of this rush start date revolves around the drafts and the incoming rookies. Rookies usually get 4 months to work out with their teams, adjust to the physicality and pace of the NBA play, and learn about their team's system. But with the 2020 NBA draft scheduled to take place on November 18th, incoming rookies will have a month before the start of the season to get up to speed and make the leap. Now, as much as I appreciate LaMelo Ball's game, I don't know how many 30-foot bombs 5 seconds into the shot clock I can take before I lose my mind. But I would not be surprised if this upcoming rookie class struggles throughout the season due to their lack of prep time. The jump from college basketball or overseas leagues to the NBA is massive. And as if that transition wasn't difficult enough, these young men are going to be thrown right into the lion's den with little to no adjustment. But just like everyone else in the league, these rookies will have to work with what they got. An odd and surprisingly early start date to a season that may or may not go as planned. But with the way the NBA swiftly handled the bubble in Orlando, I have no doubts that this upcoming season will be amazing. The league now has more parity than it's had in years. The Lakers, Clippers, Bucks, Nuggets, Warriors, Celtics, Heat, Nets, they all have a shot this next season. And lucky for us, we are just 5 short weeks away from witnessing this epic season go down. Hope you all enjoyed, and as always,
James Harden needs to
until
hurry
next
up and come to the Nets, because if you don't, I don't care. Yeah, no.
You know, let us think. So what you fuck I don't know what the fuck you what you think about if Harden goes to the Nets, you know? What you think what's going on here?
I don't see him starting. Or if he starts, then I don't see Kyrie starting there. Because they both...
So you don't see
I don't know. I really don't know, because, like...
Let them know what you think about the NBA.
James Harden is ball dominant. KD's going to fit right into the system, man. KD's KD. But I don't know, James Harden and Kyrie is going to fit, man.
Together.
Yeah. You seen what happened with
But
Westbrook?
what if they surprise you, though? But Westbrook a different player than Kyrie. What if they surprise you, though, and they fucking is a duo? Well, it's going to be a trio because KD's there. But, like, they get along, and Kyrie's dotting Harden up, and Harden's dotting Kyrie up, and KD's, you know, there getting buckets, too. You know, what if that's a thing? Who they surprising everybody? Or maybe, what if they clash heads? We don't know.
We don't know.
I don't know. They might be buckets. Keem, where you at in the list, huh? Where you at?
Bro.
Where you at? What's going on
I'm
there?
so tired, bro.
What's going on with you in the list? You supposed to be up there in the draft. Melo's 18. What's going on there?
He also played overseas, bro.
Okay, where you at? Why you not overseas there? What you got going on? Huh?
Imagine that. Your dad's rich. His dad literally had a team made for LaMelo, man.
All right, well, you got to make your team. Fuck going on? What you got going on?
You know what? We're not here, bro. 35K.
Hey, you guys got to get on his ass. The fuck going on with Keem? 30 points. See, this the team he repping right now.
See
Trinity.
what you doing, cuz.
That boy,
See,
go
bro,
check
what
out
you
my
doing,
man's
cuz.
highlights. Season start January. Get his ass right. 20 points, 10 assists, averaging right. Get your ass right up there. 5 boards maybe. Couple steals.
Bro.
Trinity College. You see it.
35K. 35K.
Let's see the back. Tigers.
Likes. 35K likes.
Go Tigers.
35K likes, man. Y'all go
Tigers.
ahead and subscribe, man.
Go Tigers.
Go subscribe.
Yeah, y'all subscribe. Go Tigers too.
Go subscribe.
Y'all go check them. Y'all talk to the coach. Make sure Keem's on the shit. Make sure he's got his prayers in the morning.
Oh, this bitch say Ken.
Yeah, Trinity College, y'all boys. Go look at
what
Keem's
you know,
come Go Tigers.
Valencia.
Okay, I got that shit on. Okay. Go Tigers.
Come on, bro.
Go Tigers. Tigers. Yeah, that's right, Keem. 20 points. You need to get a dunk on somebody this season coming up, too. You got to start point guard.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, bro.
If y'all didn't know, he's about 6'3",
Yeah,
6'4".
Damn, so you just gonna be giving out all my...
Okay, they gonna look it up anyway. They gonna go to Tigers, Trinity Tigers.
Yeah, man, they gonna look that
That's
bitch
right.
up. Let them look it up. Though.
He's gonna look it up. You're not even in the system yet. Once he's just started in January. So when you get to, go look up his highlights. Got a little bit of interview from Winter Park.
Bro, you tripping.
All right, that's good. They need to see your highlights. You're supposed to be a baller. They might promote.
Listen, bro, Jimmy Hot really did his shit with this vid, bro.
They might promote you out, man. They get Jimmy Hot Roller.
Trying
to get Jimmy Hot Roller. Jimmy Hot Roller.
What are you doing?
Jimmy Hot Roller get your attention, boy.
Listen, man.
Hey, we got a new prospect, Keem Council.
What are you doing?
Keem Council. 35K likes.
Look,
stay
bro,
tuned.
you saying the whole government and shit.
Stay tuned for the next one. We don't know what's going on here. And we out. Stay tuned.